Ako po si Eileen Galosa, ako po ay mula sa Alfonso at member po ako ng Youth ng PRRM o ng ating Banaag, Bayanihan ng Aktibo ng Kakaisang Kabataan at ng PRRYA. Nandito po ako ngayon sa Cavite Institute, classroom. Ang ginagawa po namin dito sa ngayon ay nag-room by room kami at pinapakilala natin kung ano ang PRM at syempre kung ano ang Banaag, kung ano ang kanilang kung anong purpose natin, kung ano yung pwede nilang opportunities para kapag sila ay nag-join sa Banaag. May mga curious na bata, may mga nag-sign up na nga pala sa ating forms. Ilan-ilan na rin sila. Kung gusto niyo sumali, you can scan the QR code here. Lalabasin dito sa may bandang right side ko. Yan. Scan nyo lang ang QR code niya. Pwede rin kayo sumali at mag-join sa Banaag. At ano pa ba ang mga experience natin dito? Marami pa. May mga bata na nag-share ng kanilang problema sa kanilang communities. Yan. May mga nag-share ng kanilang gustong gawin sa kanilang college life. May gustong mag-teacher, may nakilala pa akong gustong mag-astronaut, at gustong mag-scientist. Pero, aside sa kanilang mga professional gusto, may mga gusto rin na mag-volunteer at makatulong sa ating nation building. At yun naman talaga ang ating purpose. Kaya tayo nandito ngayon sa school. Mag-school-based tayo sa ating Banaag.
Astronaut! Wow! Yan ang pangarap ko nung elementary ako. Ano po ang gusto niyo makasyon?
Culinary.
Ano yan? Ano ba yan? Film! Gusto mo gawa ng film! Wow! Director pala ito eh. Sino ba? Ano ba gusto niyo sino?
Digital arts celebration. Digital arts celebration probably developing
Ano ba? Engineer! Engineer! Meron na tayong future engineer. So mo ngayon, may gusto sa bagat? Medicine! So maging doctor, nurse, or medic? Ikaw po? Culinary! Meron na tayong chef? Meron na tayong medic? Wow! Ano yung mango?
Yes.
Ano yung makikita niyo sa mango? Ano maraming mga ayabas na dyan, hindi ka na, di ba? May mga ano dyan, crabs, squid, saka may mga isda din dyan. Kaya meron na tayo reforestation sa Eastern Samar. Meron din tayo sustainable land management sa Mindoro Project. Fisheries protection sa Mandube, community fisheries project. Kaya ito sinasabi ko post-check na. So, strengthen nila yung kakayahan ng mga pangingisda para sila ay resilient. At magkaroon sila ng strength pagdating sa mga sakuna. Diba? Diba yung pagkakataon hindi sila makapagisda. At makapagisda sila ng sustainable. Hindi gusto-gusto. Nagawa sila ng mga mechanism. Seed bag. Alam niyo kung ano yung seed bag?
It's a very seed.
Yes, nagkikip tayo ng seed. We're keeping seed sa isang bag. Para siya. Tapos pag kita nyo doon, nakikita yung seed. Para sa susunod. Ay, gusto ba mag-share? Nara? Sige, yan. Pasok na tayo sa next slide. Youth participation and community development. Meron ang PRM na actively participate in nation building through leadership, advocacy, and community building projects. Yeah, the program nurtures a generation of youth who are knowledgeable. Hindi lang tayo dapat, diba? Knowledgeable din tayo. Proactive, and committed to sustainable development while giving them opportunities to contribute meaningfully to their communities. So, Manahan ay nag-symbolize ng hope, light, and new beginning. Hindi na tayo ang pag-asa ng bayan, kundi tayo na ang glimmer of change in rural and urban communities. Napapasok sa Taylor Swift video. Alam niyo ba yung ni Taylor Swift na video? Feel like shimmer. Anong Taylor Swift? Sinong Swiftie dito? Check nyo na lang sa Spotify video. Ayan, so tayo ang glimmer of change. Nag-shimmer. Ayan, meron din tayo ng mission. Siyempre, merong mission ang Banaan to empower Filipino youth to actively participate in nation building through community service, sustainable initiatives, and leadership programs that strengthen education, livelihood, governance, and environment. Sa lahat ng professional mga kanina na gusto nyo makamit, pwede pa rin kayo makasupport or makatulong sa ating nation building. Dahil lahat naman to ay sama-sama pagsusupport at galaw. Ayan, merong pillars ang Banaan. Ang una dyan ay education and capacity building, like lifelong learning, financial education, and different things. Familiar ba kayo sa financial education? Ganun ba? Financial literacy. So, yan. Kapag pumunta kayo sa Banaan, marami tayong tutulungan. Livelihood and social entrepreneurship. Yan, para mas mapalalim pa natin ang ating mga kaalaman sa tungtungo sa livelihood and social entrepreneurship, which includes business, marketing, and e-commerce. Mamaya ba kayo sa e-commerce? Nag-Shopee ba? Oh, yan. E-commerce ang Shopee. Lazada. Temu. TikTok Shop. Buti na kayo delivery kanina. Ayan, dumating ang delivery kanina, oh. Governance and leadership. Meron tayong self-governance. Digital literacy. Ano naman yung digital literacy? Alam niyo ba yung social media? Ayan, dapat tayo ay isang responsable gumagamit ng social media. Responsable ba tayo? Next ay environment and sustainability. Proper waste management. Ayan, yung katulad ng pinag-usapan kaninang basura. 3 growing initiatives and environment stewards. Meron din tayong health and community well-being. Yan, papasok yung ating medtech, future medtech, which involves arts, mental health. Dahil ang mental health, itinutuloy na natin ngayon na katumbas ng pag-aalaga sa physical health. At meron din tayong music. Sino mahilig kumanta? Gumawa ng ayan. Dapat kumanta ka mahilig doon sa ground. Tapos meron, yung mahilig gumawa ng kanta. Butog to. Sino mahilig sa sports? Sports. Basketball. E-sports. ML. Sino nanood ng MLBB? Ayan. The Super Aurora. Ano ba pwede natin makuha? Sa Banaan, ito yung mga opportunities na pwede natin makuha. Ito yung last year namin project. Sa digit nyo, ayan siya. Ito mo siya ng mga bata. Ako gusto ng parents. Skill development, leadership, project management, advocacy, and communication. So, gusto nyo itong kukunan? Ito yung pwede nyo maging opportunity pag kayo ay nag-join sa Banaan. Networking, connections with mentors, your staff, NGOs, and local recognition. Meron tayong certificates, features and letters of recommendation. Then, hands-on experience. Yan. Doon na, gusto ko kasi leading small-scale projects and impact communities. Kaya isa pa sa mga project namin na nag-impact talaga sa mga communities dahil lahat naman ng komunidad ay merong basa at kapatagan. Personal growth. Portfolio building, empowerment, and active contribution to nation. Ayan, you wanna join? Alex, mag-join ka na sa community ko. Diba last time hindi ka pasok? Si Alex ay naging part ng ano yung camp o yung pati si Jay. Kasama si ni Sir Noah sa ICE. So, yes, I know. Bullying, yes? Ano pong tangan? Agisha. Bullying. Ano sa palagay mo yung dapat support o gawin ng kabataan para mabawasan man lang yung bullying? Okay, step to step. O, wisdom na yan. Si ate, ano pong pangalan niya? Mia? Pia? Jessica?
Yung part po na sinasabi na anti-bullying, which is, na-acquire din po ng first pero, syempre, kailangan din po nila malaman yung differences between bullying kung maraming ginagawa or kung nagagawa nila pa. Kasi minsan kasi, hindi sila aware kung ano nangyayari. So, hindi nila alam ng bullying.
So, pwede natin pagsamahan yung idea nilang dalawa, di ba? Yan, very good. Ibig sabihin, very observant kayo kung anong nangyayari sa paligid nyo. Ano pa? Sino pa gusto mag-share? Anong problema sa community nyo sa tingin nyo dapat ma-involve yung kabataan para ma-solve yung problem?
Ano po, pagkakaroon po ng maraming brochure or maraming tips, ang paraan po para mas natin is pwede po magkaroon ng seminar again na kung saan po, seminar po rin is pinapag-contact po ng speaker na kung paano may iwasan yung contact ng mga ways po paano po maalas po.
Yan. Solid waste management. Problema rin namin sa barangay namin.
Rivera Estates sa Missouri. And unfortunately, nakasama kayo mga sa Sierra. Unfortunately. The last time that we were together, we were shooting pistols and rifles sa lalaki. So, kaya mga gusto pumutok, you can join us next time. I was given the task to talk on the topic, civic involvement, national research, the being cultivated minds involvement for sustainable future. For the video, sinisip ko naman, hindi ko ba rin ko na alam tayo. Kasama kami ni Lord Domas, ibig sa akin, si Tugumay, si Ma'am Eileen sa Sinasalit Kalikasan. Kaya natin nagkaroon ng mga partnership. Kasama na namin si Arlen Cavite, si Ate Meng Nava. Sa civic action, kakakilala natin na tumutulong sa ating society. So, bago tayo magsimula, I'll show some quotations about civic action. And can you identify kung sino yung sabi nito? JFK. Yeah. Sino yan?
John F. Kennedy.
Yung una, si JFK ito. Ask not what your family can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. JFK. Pangalawa, Barack Obama. Ito pa yung kanyang slogan, you can change. tayo sa Asia ng Asia. You wish to secure the good of others, to secure his own. Confucius. Confucius. Ito. Love cannot remain by itself. It has no meaning. Have been put into action and the action service. Sa Asia pa rin. Oo. Lapit-lapit lang. Maria Teresa, nalibig sa inyo. Ito huli. Bilang tapat, at buhay lahat. Ready. Ready. Ayaw ng Pilipino, so nasanali na lang sa akin. Okay. Tapos na. Ito yung mga concepts about civic involvement, nationalism. Pero I'm doing this morning to certainly experience on this time. So, bear with me. Kasi lang, anong slogan ng ating mga politiko? Si Jenken, ano ang slogan? Sigurado ka? Kailangan bayad, babantayan? Si Mayor Kevin, ano ang slogan? Assignment yun. Dapat pala yung mga pinapakakamukha yung sinabi sa akin. So sa implication na bigay sa akin, isa ng objectives na ibigay. I hope I will be able to inspire you sa aking experiences, aking mga shares na naman. Please focus on civil involvement, leadership, nationalism, and your role as young people's initiative. So, I will say, I'm the eldest among 7 siblings. May pangaray. Yung mga ganun kasi yung aking tatay is the only child. Kaya bumawit na hindi tumatay. So I believe that this position in the family taught me early leadership sa pamilya and responsibility sa bahay at sa pamilya. Gusto ko rin maging doktor noong panahon na yun. Wala pang isang media. Ang aming inspiration ay to drama sa radyo at sa mga comics. So after kindergarten, we honed our reading abilities by reading comics. Bitindahan kami sa palengke, paparenta kami ng comics. So habang nag-aantay ng mga mag-renta, I read Iwaga, Wakasa, all those types of stories written by Carlo Capara, Taray Pakipa. And I hope my great-grandmother was also healing, so gusto ko maging doktor para magamot siya. And nadinig ko sa radyo yung mga tungkol na naman yun, kaya ni Secretary Barbier, partner ng parents sa IRA. I was amazed kung sa mga naibinig ko na pwede pa lang ang bayan ay manok, gulay, doktor. So, di ba, civic responsibility or improvement sa ating society. Ito yung aking mga early inspiration kung bakit ako mukhang servisyo sa liwas natin.
The capacity of rural communities in the planning, advocacy, implementation of sustainable development through an integrated program of education, livelihood, health, habitat, environment, and self-governance. So dito, ang daming words, ating word lang. Pero in short lang, ang ginagawa ng PRM ay supportahan ng ating mga local communities kung saan binibigyan natin sila ng workshops, seminars, at hindi lang yun, hands-on experiences para makita natin kung ano yung needs ng community at sila mismo yung mag-demand ng needs na yun. Kasi sila na nakatira doon, nakatira dito, ay nakakaalam kung ano yung kailangan nila sa pang-araw-araw. Yung mga barangay at lugar. Ayan. And of course, with other institutions, nandiyan yung academe, dito sa Cavite, ang partner namin ay yung Cavite State University, ang Cavite Institute this year. Kaya kami nandito, at iba pang at Nasaldas Maswa. And then, yun. So, ano ba yung key initiative? So, Ate Berna, alam ko na, ginagawa nyo na
sinusuportahan niyo yung local needs ng ating mga local communities. Pero ano ba talaga yung ginagawa ng PRM on the ground? So ito lang yung overview at for the past 70 plus years of existence ng PRM, ay madami na rin tayong natulungan ng mga fisher folks, farmers, mga babaihan, at mga kabataan. So, yan. The first nating initiative is nakabackstop siya sa environmental protection. So, sino nandito ang nakapagtanim? Ayun. Sino nandito ang nag-tree planting? Wala pa? Sino nandito yung nag-waste proper management? Baliktad pala. Proper waste management. Ayan. Sino na? Okay. Ayan. So, yan ay mga ilan sa mga pwede natin magawa as individuals. Pero dito sa PRM, looking at the 360 view, kumbaga, ng ginagawa natin. Is una yung sinatawag natin land degradation neutrality. Pag sinabi natin land degradation neutrality, medyo technical word, diba? Kasi partner natin dyan yung Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Soil and Water Management. So dito, tinitingnan lang natin kung healthy ba yung soil. Kunwari, farmer ako. There are tendencies na hindi ko alam kung healthy ba yung soil ko. Pero may indication. Una, konti na lang yung naaani ko sa yield ko, doon sa field. Pangalawa is, payag na yung mga tanim ko. So yung mga yun. So may mga indications. Pero dito sa project na to, sa land degradation neutrality, tinitest natin yung soil. At dahil in partnership to with the government, so naka-request tayo ng mga paraphernalia o kaya mga equipment to do that. At ginawa natin siya from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao at the same time. And then sa mangrove reforestation naman, nakikita na ba kayo ng mangrove? Ano ang mangrove? Yung pala na. Ang mangrove ay, ano nakikita natin sa labas? Puno. Pero saan siya nakatanim? Sa, palisilin ko pa. Sa, pinaminig ako. Sa tubig. Sino na yung nagsabi doon? Ayun. So, sa tubig siya, ibig sabihin sa dagat. So, kung makikita natin ng dagat, yung iba walang mangrove, walang mga nakatay, walang mga tanim na puno. Pero, ang indication nun, pwede yung magkaroon ng soil erosion. Yung soil na nasa Dalampasigan, seashore, ay madadala ng waves hanggang doon sa dagat. Pero dahil merong mangrove trees na nakatanim, yun ay mag-hold ng mga soil na yun. So, ibig sabihin, it's a good thing for the fisherfolk communities, lalo na kung may malapit doon na komunidad na nakatira sa dagat. Okay? At yun yung ginawa natin sa Eastern Samar specifically, kasi madami doon. Yung island talaga siya eh. So yan. And then, sustainable land management, so ginawa naman natin ito sa Mindoro. So, nasa Mindoro? Sa mapa ng Pilipinas. So, Visayas, Mindanao. Visayas. Wow, grade 9. Very young. Sana wild and feeding. Hindi. So, grade 9 students. Ilang taon kayo? Age range? 14, 15, 16? 17? Wala? Okay. So, yan. So, sa mga nag-edad, napapaisip na ba kayo, ano kayo maging paglaki nyo? Or after nyo mag-school? Meron na ba kayong idea? Anong career path yung gusto nyo? Or anong kurso sa college yung gusto nyo kuhanin kung magpo-collegio kayo? Meron na? Meron na o wala pa? But if wala pa, it's normal. Actually. Kasi when nasa sitwasyon na din ako, way back, few years ago, hindi ko rin alam kung saan ako pupunta. Like, hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko sa buhay ko. Like, after senior high, and then after college, hindi ko alam kung saan. Pero, nag-intern ako sa PRM, and then I was actually inspired and motivated to do something na medyo out outside sa career path ko, but at the same time, it's for, nation building. Very vague and very taas ng pangarap na yun na tutulong ako for nation building. In this economy, charot. So, di ba? Parang may pag-asa pa ba? Di ba? Pero, when I look to these local communities, lumalaban sila eh. So, parang sabi ko, why not? Laban din ako. Ganyan. So, that's why, napadpad ako sa PRM. And then, siguro after 2 jobs, before ako na-absorb as staff ng PRM. So, parang yung journey ko is after graduation, work agad, tapos binalikan nila ako kasi I was part of the first batch of interns ng PRM. Binalikan nila ako, offer the job, I was like, sige, go. And then, doon ko mas na-appreciate yung ginagawa nila. And then, because of this program na meron sila, youth participation and community development. So, this one is, actually, mas nauna yung PRRYA na banggit ni Ate Gino kanina, na Philippine Roller Construction Youth Association ng Cavite Chapter. Kasi, yun yung mas active that time, nung panahon ko. Pero ngayon, meron na rin silang youth program na Tanaag, which means bayanihan ng aktibong nagkakaisang kabataan and focusing on the school-based and community-based initiatives and offering internships, volunteerism, scholarships, etc. And they focus na ito, pero there's a broader pillar for that, which is this one. So, itong 5 pillars na to. So, first is education and capacity building. Kasi pagkatapos nyo naman sa school, sa tingin nyo ba, hindi na kayo nag-aaral pag nakagraduate na kayo? Or, mag-huli ko yung tanong, sa tingin nyo ba, there's no learning after graduation? No. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang nakaback sa 4 corners of this classroom yung pagkakatulog nyo. So, ibig sabihin, yung concepts, yung theories na nalalaman nyo dito, is pwede iba sa theories and realities ng mundo paglabas mo. Diba? And our goal is to have our youth lifelong learning. Yung ganong klaseng attitude at maging lifelong learners sila. Kasi when we go back to our communities, our local communities, may iba't ibang lingwahe naman na sila, iba't ibang kultura sila. Pero paano tayo makaka-connect sa kanila? In a way na magkakaroon din tayo ng personal growth sa sarili natin. Kasi a lot of them will be resistant to change. We used to be like that. Bata-bata pa tayo, kaya nagagalit tayo pag pinapagalitan tayo ng mga magulang natin. Pero that's the reality na pag lumabas ka, ay hindi pala lahat kakampi ko. Diba? And if you have that attitude na, dapat lifelong learner ako. So kung ano yung binabato sa inyo ng mundo, ano ba yung boses na yan, i-absorb nyo parang sponge. Pero at the same time, you know how to filter it. Kasi you know your worth. And when you know your worth, you will know na there's learning in those experiences na hindi mo may experience sa loob ng classroom. Kundi, pag lumabas ka, kapag sasakay ka ng jeep, magbabayad ka, papasigaw ka ba, magsabi, bayad po! Ganon? Pwede ba dapat medyo kalmado? Ganyan. So, yun yung gusto namin maging mindset ng ating mga youth dito sa Tanaag. And then, of course, nandiyan din yung livelihood and social entrepreneurship because tulad nga na sinabi ko, if you start to appreciate kung ano lang yung carrying capacity ng resources na meron ka sa paligid mo, you will start to be conscious na tama ba na gagamit ako ng straw pagka uminom ako ng ganito? O kaya naman, tama ba na iwan ko lang ito at hindi ko siya i-segregate? So you will learn to think those things consciously and maybe feel a bit guilt kapag hindi mo siya nagagawa. Because you know what's right and wrong. But at the same time, you know na immoral ka pag ginawa mo. So yung ganong klaseng consciousness, yung gusto namin na makuha ng ating mga youth volunteers. And then of course, governance and leadership. So first off, governance. Kasi pagka sa project ng PRM, PRM kasi, hindi naman laging forever nandyan yung PRM doon sa local communities. May time frame lang talaga dyan. And when we know na kaya na nila, aalis na kami at lilipat na kami ng ibang communities na pagsiservisyo kami. Because we know na kaya na nilang tumayo sa sarili nilang pa. Kaya nilang makipagdebate sa Senado. Kaya na nilang maghingi at mag-ask ng mga kailangan nila doon sa local government units nila, sa barangay, sa mayor, etc. etc. And they are empowered to do so. So dito din sa youth, we want our youth to use their voice, be one of the loudest in the room, at magbigay ng creative inputs nila. Kasi we know na ang kabataan ay gasgas na ito, ang kabataan ay pag-asa ng bayan. Pero how can we make sure na kayo yung magiging pag-asa ng bayan kung wala kayong space to share your voice, to share kung ano yung sa tingin nyo creative solution for this specific problems. So that's why we have this third pillar na governance and leadership. And then, of course, environment and sustainability. Paulit-ulit ko na sinasabi, seed banks, sustainable farming, organic farming, diversified and integrated farming system, etc., proper waste management. So, yun, ginagawa natin yan. Pero, question lang, bakit tree growing at hindi tree planting? Do you know the difference and similarities? Pag sinabi natin tree planting, ano yun? You plant your own tree. Pag tree growing, medyo similar sa tree planting. Pero, kaibahan niya is, when you plant that tree, you are responsible for the follow-up. Parang, make sure na tumutubo talaga siya at lumaki siya at namunga kung fruit tree man siya. Kasi pag tree planting, one time, ano lang eh, parang one time use kumbaga. Kaya, sa plastic, single-use plastic, yun na yun. Tapos natapon na natin. Pero when we say tree growing, there's nurturing of that tree na tinanim mo. And you are more responsible to that para kabaguhin siya to make sure na, okay, nagbigay na siya ng shade doon sa specific area na yun. So that's why we're promoting tree growing initiatives over tree planting initiatives. And there are some government agencies who are also doing that, and we're also partnering with them. And then, of course, as environment stewards. And then last is health and community well-being. So, of course, again, sabi ko kanina na, we have different creative inputs in different problems na kinakaharap natin. And knowing and hearing those voices and those suggestions from the youth itself and have youth perspectives in different PRM programs that we have, that's what we're aiming for. Kasi nga, hindi naman pabata yung generation natin eh. Diba? Pang tanda tayo ng patanda. And you guys are also growing. And you have your own career path. And baka big pa sa inyo ngayon. Pero in the next 2 to 3, 4, 5 years, you know what to do now. Excuse me. You know what to do now. But at the same time, you still have that creative flair in your head na kaya nyo. Kung kaya ng iba. Right? So, yun yung space na gusto namin ibigay for the youth, for this youth program that we have. And of course, appreciate mental health the same way we appreciate our physical health, because again, it's the same. Parang treat your physical health as same as your mental health. Okay? And yun yung kaibahan ng generation natin doon sa boomers, doon sa millennials, na hindi nila na-appreciate yung same weight ng physical health and mental health. So we're also promoting this mental health awareness. And then of course, music, sports, etc. So yeah. Pero, biggest question is, ano ba benefit ng youth kapag sumali sila? Kasi those are the pillars, yung pwedeng mag-join kami, ganyan. Pero ano ba talaga? And there's more of that list na moving forward. Pero ito lang yung first 5. So first is skill development. So kung mahihain ka ngayon, tapos, pero you want to break out of your shell and then go out of your comfort zone, development, leadership, project management, advocacy and communications, trainings, workshops, etc. And then of course, there's also networking. Pag sinabi natin networking, parang bad ang connotation natin. Pero networking is just really having connections. Diba? And be in that space with like-minded people like you. So, dito sa networking, of course, connections with mentors, parents, staff, and different NGOs like the Cavite Green Coalition, EcoWays, dito sa Cavite. As there's also different youth orgs as well na we partner with, of course, local leaders as well in the local communities. Yeah. And then, recognition, but this is more of like portfolio building. Like, you get, parang, ano ba tawag ito? Parang nangongolekta ko, kumbaga, ng certificates. Because they're really your edge when you go and, apply for work. And then, of course, features in newsletters and other publications of BRM and letters of recommendation. Because the years of existence of BRM is the same with other institutions out there now. We're targeting to work with and then work for. And then hands-on experience on leading small-scale projects that impact community. So actually this one, very fresh lang. Kakatapos lang namin ng project. It's called Magkaisa Para sa Bata na project. And it's in partnership with Save the Children Philippines, if you're familiar. And itong initiative na yan, yung project na yan, is nakafocus doon sa pag-raise ng awareness on online sexual abuse and exploitation of children and child sexual abuse and exploitation materials. So we, pero ang target namin is more of the elementary students because alam naman natin na very technical, digital hindi na talaga ang ating mga bata ngayon. And very savvy na rin sila pagdating sa paggamit ng internet at different gadgets. So they're prone for them na maabuso sila. So yun yung ginawa namin. At yung nag-lead ng project itself ay yung mga PRYA or the Youth Association of the Philippine Rural Construction Movement, which is miyembro ng Bataan or Bayanihan ng aktibo nagkakaisang Bataan. Ayan. And then personal growth, of course, empowerment, active contribution to nation building. So may tanong ba kayo? Any questions? It doesn't have to be related sa businessan mo or something you wanna ask. As ate. Wala? Okay. Questions? Wala? How are you feeling right now after this presentation? Yun na lang. Hungry. Ano ba? Okay. So before we end, I have a question lang, and I want you guys to take a minute or two to think about it. Tapos, ano lang, batuhan lang tayo kung ano yung mga sagot niya dun sa tanong na to. So, isang tanong naman. Ano yung problem dito sa community nyo na sa tingin nyo ay dapat na-involve ang kabataan? So, yung community could be something like, dito sa classroom nyo, o dito sa school nyo, or doon sa bahay nyo, o doon sa barangay ninyo. Anything. Anything. Na sa tingin nyo, dapat na-involve yung kabataan. So, take a minute or two to think about it. And then I'll ask you. I'll somewhat pa lang. May time pa naman tayo.
Yung mga kabataan ko kasi natin ngayon is most of them hindi ko nakakabataan. Kung makakapag-focus sa education ko, mas mabibigyan ko sila ng ikaw ko mas mabibigyan ko ikaw yung maisipan ko nila upang harapin yung mga problema sa future. And kung magkakaroon ko ng edukasyon, ang lahat ng kabataan Pilipino at hindi magaling sa pag-ibigyon, pagdating ng kandidato kung sila iboboto na matututo silang pumili ng tamang pinuno, tamang kandidato kung sino dapat ang makalala sa posisyon yun. Kung merong mga mabubuting kandidato, matatalinong kandidato at magandang pinuno sa Pilipinas, may iwasan po yung corruption at puunad po ang
Meza. Thank you so much, Meza. Grabe, parang pwede na umuwi. Parang okay na, na-achieve ko na yung goal ko ngayon. Pero thank you so much kasi ang laking bagay doon. Ang lalaking problema ng mga binanggit niya. Corruption, poverty, and lack of education. And we are privileged enough to sit in this classroom and actually learn from other teachers with experiences. Pero ano naman yung iba, di ba? So, if mas accessible yung education, then there's a lot of people who are being more empowered because we know knowledge is power. So, dahil nandito kayo, you guys have power. Thank you so much, your name. Yeah, thank you so much. So, parang
Hello po, ako po si Jean and dati po akong intern ng PRRM and yun po project staff na po ako ng isang another non-government organization and ngayon po nandito po kami sa CI dahil naimbitahan po yung PRRM na mag-present po ng kumbaga i-present po sa mga kabataan kung ano yung PRRM and ano po yung mga program na hawak po ng PRRM. Nabanggit po doon yung mga sa Marinduque na project and then yung hawak din po nila na PFP project, no? And sa pag-stay po namin or sa buong araw po, no, na pakikisalamuha po sa mga bata, marami po kami, may natutunan din po ako. And aside po sa pagpe-present po ng mga program or ng mga projects na under PRRM, nandun din po yung Banaag Youth kung saan po ito po ay bagong program po ng PRRM and yung Banaag po is magko-contain po siya or magiging member na po is yung mga youth and yung mga youth po na to is ito po yung hahasain pa na magkaroon ng mas magandang leadership and magkaroon ng awareness kumbaga po sa mga environment, sa ibang aspect pa po, no, ng pwedeng matalakay. And upon listening po sa mga bata po na to, no, natutunan ko din na they are aware din, no, kahit nasa bata pa lang po sila is aware na po sila sa mga issues na kinakaharap din ng Pilipinas, na banggit po din yung corruption, yung sa riverbanks, yung solid waste management, no, and yung iba pa po, yung mga tulad ng bullying, ganun. And I'm happy po na maging part po ng Banaag Youth Group na ito dahil naniniwala po ko na kaya po nitong ma-enhance pa yung skills ko regarding sa pag-lead and syempre mas magkaroon ng interest sa iba't ibang bagay, kumbaga matalakay yung different issues po na kailangan po nating tutukan pa. Yun lang po. Thank you po.
kanina, si Jean from Ideas, project staff, ay isa din youth volunteer ng Philippine Rural Reconstruction Movement. So, dito, we also have this program, which is Bayanihan ng Aktibong Nagkakaisang Kabataan, o Banaag. Are you familiar with the word Banaag? What it means in Tagalog? Filipino? So, yung goal namin dito is to connect with schools, with other institutions na meron ng youth groups. Specifically dito, this is CI. And we offer internships, scholarships, and volunteer programs for those youth na nagiging involved ng Banaag. And then, we also focus on environmental action, leadership, and also community service. So, ito yung brief introduction ng Palaag. So, we are again officially the youth program of the Philippine Rural Reconstruction Movement, which we are empowering Filipinos from 15 to 30 years old. So, ilan pa na kayo? 16, 18, may 20 na ba? Tama. Kahapon. Ayan, so yun. And ang pinaka-focus niya again is to give opportunity for those young people, young individuals, to unleash their full potential. So I heard kanina yung vision nyo, there's the word full potential, and also aligned with Palaag po is again to empower Filipino youth to actively participate in nation building through community service, sustainable initiatives, and leadership programs na naka-angkla sa four-fold approach ng Philippine Rural Reconstruction Movement, which is education, livelihood, governance, and also the environmental sustainability. So ito yung pillars namin. So pasadahan ko lang na mabilis. So of course, education and capacity building because we want our youth and young people to become lifelong learners. Na hindi natatapos yung pag-aaral pag tapos na kayo sa school. Pagtapos nitong academic responsibilities ngayon tayo. Na outside the four corners of your classroom, meron pang reality doon na mas matututo pa kayo. Kung ano man yung ituturo sa inyo. Ng inyong experiences, mga makikilala. And then livelihood and social entrepreneurship because when we say business, it's a good thing. But, masasabi natin, social enterprise yung isang business kapag they know and they're aware and very evident sa kanilang operation na the resources that they need, that they get para sa operation nila is naka-based doon sa capacity ng resources ng local communities nila. So, hindi sobra yung kinukuha nila from the environment. Okay? And then, government and leadership, of course, self-governance and digital literacy, and environment and sustainability, which you guys can actually see doon sa www.prm.org, na website namin, doon sa initiatives ng environment and sustainability. And then, health and community well-being because we have different ways of expressing our feelings, our thoughts, our processes, and basically our creative thinking. And we can express them through different methods, like in arts, music, sports, etc., etc. And then legal is important of its through mental health, which is equivalent to our physical health. So, youth opportunities for those people na interesado sa Palaag is ito yung opportunities na magbibigay ng program, which is first is skill development, leadership, program management, project management, and advocacy and communications. And we also have networking where we connect you guys with mentors, with our PRM staff, PRM Cavite chapter, Sir Emjen, and other NGOs and local leaders in your local communities. And then of course recognition because right now you're grade 10 completer, and then next is magiging senior high na kayo, and then college, if you go into that academic responsibilities, then portfolio building is one of your edge na nasa school pa lang kayo. So, we provide certificates, features in our newsletters and other publications, and of course, give letters of recommendation. Kasi nung nag-start din ako sa PRM, hindi naman ako agad sa kanila nag-work. So, I have 2 works before PRM, and nakatulong talaga yung letters of recommendation for where I'm at. And then, hands-on experience leading small-scale projects that impact community. So, isang evidential dyan ay si Jean. At of course, yung mga interns namin from Cavite State University na nagustuhan yung experience sa PRM, so naging youth volunteers din sila at the same time. So, I'm from Cavite State University, si Jean din ay from CAVSU in Taco. And then, of course, personal growth, nabanggit ko ng portfolio building, empowerment, and active contribution to nation building. So, ayan, if you want to join Palaag, we will set up a booth then later dyan sa baba for you to sign up. So, yun lang. So, ito ay baybayin na ibig sabihin ay yes, salamat. So, ayan. So, sabay-sabay natin basahin ito. 1, 2, 3, go! Magtungo sa Panginoon, sa kanila makipabuhay, sa kanila magsipag-aral, makipantay sa malaki. So, maraming salamat po and I hope you appreciate the Rural Development Initiatives of PRM and the youth program. So, thank you po.
Development and Advocacy Coordinator ng Filipino Construction Movement. Hello. Ayan, nasarinig ba ako? Hindi po ako kakanta o sasayaw. Pero ayan po ulit, ako po si Berna Osorio from the Philippine Road Construction Movement. At maiksi lang po itong sasabihin ko dahil nagkakasiyahan ang lahat doon sa iba't ibang booths. Ayan. So, PRM po, Philippine Road Construction Movement ay malapit na po kami sa Biga Dos lang at meron po kami Global Partnership Center at we are all at the center for all of you guys to visit and also because we're opening it to become the center and volunteer hub. So if you're willing to volunteer at the Philippine Road Construction Movement, you can visit PRM Global Partnership Center. That's the Facebook page, and you can message anytime if you want to volunteer. So maraming salamat po. And we also have a booth here dito sa Yulan natin. And if you sign up for our volunteer program, then you can get a cute keychain or a button pin as part of the successful sign-up. Maraming salamat.